Hello guys! So you've seen a couple of videos, but this is actually my first video I'm filming in 2021, and just before anyone asks, yes, I am planning on doing my yearly favorites. It's just that basically I got really drunk just after New Year's up at my beach house, and we were leaving the next day, and I had some of my favorites at the beach house, but I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed, so Hamish packed for me, and obviously he didn't know what to pack, and so I don't have some of the stuff, so I've reordered it and I'm waiting for it to come and then we can film it. How sad is that? I mean, I'm just telling the truth. So yes, we will be doing a 2020 favorites, but it'll just be a bit delayed, and I'm just gonna call it like, my highlighted products of 2020. It's just kind of gonna be a current favorites anyway, because I feel like last year, like I did a few favorites videos, but like I don't know, I did have a lot of consistent favorites, which was really nice. I did like that. So I've just got my XO Beauty hair clips in. Today I thought we would just do a really chill chit chat, get ready with me. I've got a dinner date tonight with Hamish, so I just thought I'd do some cute makeup and chat to you guys. And I got you guys to ask me on Instagram just some questions or topics you want me to talk about. So first off, yeah, I'm going to try some new stuff and some stuff I like too. But this is the priming oil by Pixi, the brightening Vit C Plus balancing priming oil. I've had mixed opinions about some of the other stuff from this line, but let's try this. I've just taken like 4 drops. My skin's actually like doing, okay, that didn't go very far. My skin's doing so well lately, you guys. Like my breakouts, look, they've cleared up so well. I've not been doing anything special. I've just been, just nothing really, like nothing out of the ordinary. It's just like my skin's kind of calmed down. I wonder if it is to do with stress that I break out a lot, because when I was at my beach house, honestly, I had this whole new mindset. I was not stressed or anxious or anything, and then I came back to this house and I felt so anxious. Like I literally felt like vomiting. The morning I woke up, when we just got back home, I felt like I needed to spew because I was so anxious. So I spent like 2 days cleaning and I definitely feel better. So I think there was just like a lot of like, bad energy and like clutter, and I just needed to get rid of some of it out of my bedroom and everything, and it just helped so much. So I'm kind of on a little journey with continuing to declutter the house a little bit, and just tidy up and get rid of things that don't bring me joy anymore. Okay, so this definitely doesn't feel oily at all. It feels really nice actually on my skin. I'm just adding a little bit more. I was concerned that it'd feel too oily and make foundation slip around on top, but it doesn't kind of indicate that kind of feeling. Like I feel like it won't. It actually soaks in so nice. So yeah, that's how that looks. Oh my gosh, I found the best hack too, you guys. I wake up in the morning and my under eyes are so sunken in like this, like big rings, right? And I saw this TikTok, and basically it's like facial massage to help like get rid of some of those things. And actually what can cause this is overactive muscles. So you just go like this and like dig in. You can kind of feel where the muscle is, or like feel some tension, and you just go like that for like 10 seconds, and it really helps to like release. Like I still get it, like I'm not gonna get rid of it unless I get like filler or something, but I thought that was quite cool because yeah, usually when I wake up it's like full rings under my eyes. By the way, I've got no fat tan on right now because I'm just waiting until my friend's wedding next week. We're getting a spray tan, so I'm like, may as well just rock the lighter skin until then and not screw up and have to over exfoliate and stuff. Alright, we're like 4 minutes into the video. I've already talked too much. Love that. I'm gonna try out this Ella Luz 24 karat lip therapy mask. Bougie AF. Look at it. It's so fancy. I'm just gonna pop some on. But anyways, I wonder if that's why my skin's cleared up a little bit, just because when I was out at Palmerston, I felt so zen, like I was just chilling, and my skin just got better. Probably a mixture of that and the sea air and the sea water and stuff, the salty water. I feel like it always helps with my skin. I wonder if anyone does that. I wonder if anyone like puts sea salt in water and washes their face with it. Like it's kind of drying, but you know how it like really cleanses your skin though? Like gets all the dirt and impurities out. Interesting. Alright, I've got some new foundations, but I want to do first impressions like on the Shart. I always say Shart. Tarte Shape Tape. Shart. I wonder if this will be too dark for me. Might try it. This is Forever Dior foundation. And I'm just going to use it with an angled face brush. So someone asked me in my, messages about today's video to talk about my goals for this year. So my first goal is just to get through my wedding. So my wedding's on the 13th of Feb, which is coming up hot, guys. So that's why if you've noticed, I've just been uploading a couple videos less lately, just because obviously there's so many last minute things to deal with when it comes to weddings. So I've been trying to like not overload myself and like get myself all worked up. Like I'm trying to enjoy the lead up, which is hard because I find it very stressful. But so that's my first goal. But after that, we've got a business to launch, which actually we might launch it before the wedding, but we'll see. A brand new business. Hamish and I have created a supplement. It is not protein. It's not pre-workout. Those were the two top guesses. So I'll let you guys ponder on that. But we were planning on releasing it last year. It was actually supposed to be ready in, I think it was October or November. But we had to change one of our ingredient suppliers because it'll make sense anyways, like when I launch it, but they didn't have enough for the demand we needed. So we found a new supplier here in New Zealand for that particular ingredient, which is a flavour, if that's a hint, I don't really know. But anyway, so we did that, and then the labels, we had some issue with the labels, like they printed them and they weren't quite right. They looked cheap, like there's like metallic gold on them, and me and Hamish wanted them a certain way and they printed them and it just looked a bit cheap. So we asked them to redo it and everything, and you know, all these things just push everything out. And then we could have launched it pre-Christmas, like literally like 2 days before Christmas, and me and Hamish were just like, no, like we don't want to rush this. Like this is like, especially for Hamish, a huge passion project. Like he is so passionate about this and has literally lived and breathed this for the last year. It's like what he did over quarantine kind of thing last year. So we just want to do it right, you know. So I'm not too sure what exact date we're planning on launching, but I mean, it's probably going to come up all of a sudden and you guys are going to be like, oh shit, where'd that come from? Because it's the kind of thing we haven't really wanted to like talk about and tease too much, just because it's quite unique and we don't want competitors to take any of our like uniqueness on before we can even launch. So we've just kind of kept it hush hush, but I'm really excited. It's something that I have been personally taking for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. So it's something I love. And it's all scientific, it's all legit. Obviously me and Hamish didn't make the formula. We knew what we wanted it to do. We knew what ingredients we liked, but we don't know how to make a formula and how to make it safe and everything and what's, you know, what's good. So we actually work with a proper like pharmaceutical, what are they even called? I need to like find the proper thing, so I don't want to give out misinformation, but they're legit, okay? They're proper. And they're New Zealand based, so it's all made in New Zealand, which I absolutely love. I need to put on some concealer while I yarn. Okay, we've got cream beige Nabla concealer here. I'm just gonna pop some around my face. Why does my skin look so dry after that foundation? That must be the matte one. By the way, my eyebrows are like fully healed now. I got them tattooed at Emma Dolan and I love the colour. I think they look perfect. I mean, I've got a little bit of foundation in them, but if you go back to the start of the video. So yes, anyway, so we got professional people that do this for a living, that work with like heaps of the biggest brands here in New Zealand and overseas to create formulas and brands and things. So we've created a unique product and yeah, it's so cool, you guys. I'm so excited about it and passionate, and every single friend we've shown it to has absolutely loved it and it's like blown them away. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the company itself that has like mixed it up and made it all for us, they just think it's so cool compared to like other stuff they've made too. So it's always cool to hear that. So yeah, that's a huge goal for this year, just to launch that and get that up and going. If you guys feel like trying it, you can try it. If you don't want to, that's fine too. It's just like a different thing, you know. It's not, well, it's kind of related to beauty, but you know, it's not necessarily like, you know, on exo beauty kind of vibes. It's something completely different. And yes, Hamish is so passionate, and so this is our first, well actually technically second company we're actually creating together. Zen Food Fit was the first one, but so yeah, it's cool, and I'm so excited for Hamish too, like to really get it out there, because he's spent so much time and energy on it, and I'm just so proud of him. Like he's so smart. I always tell him, I'm like, Hamish, you are so freaking smart and intelligent, like how have you done this? And he like won't accept the, you know, positive, like compliments, there we go. But no, seriously, he's so intelligent and has done all the right things, got all the right tests, all the right everything. like I'm gonna have to do a video sitting down and answering questions that you guys may have about it with him, because everything was thought of, you guys. It's so legit, it's so cool. So stoked. By the way, look at my cup. My bridesmaids got it for me at my hands. I'm gonna use some of my Danessa Myricks Beauty Light Cream Bronzer. I'm just gonna use the same brush. So other than business for this year, the other goal is to find a builder. Where that was another question, like where are we up to with our dream house? So that's a big goal this year. We have got it all signed off by engineers and council, and so the next step is finding a builder. And so Hamish contacted builders like at the new year. Obviously we don't expect a reply just yet because lots of people are still on holiday. It's currently like, what is it, the 8th of January while I'm filming this, so you know, heaps of them are just coming back from holiday, so we should hopefully hear from a few with, you know, some preliminary quotes and just get an idea of what it's going to cost us, time frames. Like the cost isn't the most important thing because you want to pay someone for good work, you know what I mean? So, but it's just good to know what it's going to cost us. Like how much do we need to have? And also, yeah, the time frame. Like I would absolutely love to start building by my birthday, which is in August, so that's a goal. Hopefully a builder's available, because here in Palmerston North we have a huge housing shortage. So they are just popping up new subdivisions left, right and centre and building new places. Like there's heaps of rentals going up, so we'll probably hopefully rent out this house. I mean, now we own this house, so hopefully we'll rent this out and then move into the new house. I currently already have one rental, which was the house that I bought for my nana and granddad, but they've passed away. But yeah, there's like no rentals available, so but we'd rent this out if we can. If we don't need to sell it, you know, to put towards the other house to be good. I want to try out this Bloom blush by Ulta 3 liquid to powder in the shade Blossom. So that's, yeah, obviously the other goal, to start building our dream house. I've already planned out, like, obviously we've got the house plans, but I know which room I want to be the nursery, because that's another goal this year. Oh my god, this year. I mean, maybe, probably. It was so random. Like, I think I already said this in another video, but Hamish like came home. I can't get this freaking sticker off. By the way, the lip balm feels so good. Like, really good. Okay, this is a really nice nude pink kind of vibe. Yeah, so that's another goal, kids. So Hamish came home, like, I don't know, at the end of last year, and he's like, we can have a baby. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, we can have a baby. I'm like, where the heck's this come from? Because like him and I had always like talked, like, do we want kids? Like, yeah. He's like, I only want one, like whatever, but not yet. And I'm like, duh, I don't want a baby yet either, because I wasn't ready. Like, I never felt ready until recently. And I've always wanted to marry first, like, just because of my own personal childhood. Like, I've always wanted to find someone, trust them enough, and I wanted to be married to them. Like, I don't know, if you guys knew about my childhood, you'd understand. But so anyway, he came home, he's like, we can have a baby. I'm like, what the heck? But then I got really excited. I'm like, oh, that was like kind of like the push I needed, because I've always just kind of been like, not yet, man. Never really thought about it too much. But now that Hamish, which is obviously the most important person in this equation to have a baby, he was like, yeah, we can have a baby. This is so pretty. Like, I love that. Oh my god, the texture is so nice too. There's heaps of different colours. I really like this brand, Ulta 3. And it's so cheap, right? I don't know where to get it in New Zealand though. I'm on their PR list and they send me stuff. And it's vegan. It's so cool. That's so pretty. Anyway, yeah, it was just like, okay, we're actually doing this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're doing this? Okay. So that's exciting. So I don't really know, because basically we got Tomorrowland tickets for last year, the year before, when COVID wasn't really a thing. And then COVID was a thing, and then Tomorrowland was cancelled, so they pushed all our tickets to the next year, which is this year. But I don't reckon we're going to be able to travel this year. So yeah, it kind of depends. Like, I'm kind of like, let's just start ASAP. Let's just like get going once I'm married, because I want to get drunk on my wedding day. And when I'm like trying to get pregnant, I probably won't really drink, you know, just because I'm trying to get pregnant. Oh my god, can I stop talking so much? I'm going to use some of this Revolution Light Yellow Loose Setting Powder under my eye. Ooh, did I conceal? Yeah, I did. Oh my god. But yeah, otherwise, like, if I was confident, like, I guess we'll play it by ear by like March, but if I'm confident that we'll be able to go to Tomorrowland, I want to do that first. And then when I get home, I can be like, cool, now we can start trying. Because I just, yeah, I loved Tomorrowland, and we always wanted to go back, and me and my friend John and obviously Hamish had all got tickets, so if we can do it, we will. Otherwise, sayonara and goodbye. We will not be going if the world is screwed, which it probably will be, let's be real. I'm using this colour because it's quite light. I'm just kind of shaping my nose. But yeah, basically I want a baby. And we've already picked our baby names. Like literally as soon as Hamish came home and said that, he's like, cool, now let's look at baby names. And we like sat there and picked baby names. So yeah, I can't wait for like that kind of content. Like as long as everything goes okay with me. You guys know that I had this weird niggling fear that maybe it wouldn't come to me so easily, pregnancy and everything. Because obviously now like we hear how common it is, like infertility and all of these things. Like I don't know if I'll be able to get pregnant easily or not, but if I'm lucky enough, then I can't wait to be able to, you know, film videos and like do the whole like, oh my god, baby names I love but won't be using and stuff. I love watching all those videos. Like I'm obsessed. Like I'm just ready for a new chapter of my life, you know what I mean? I've done all this, I've been lucky to live like the best life in the whole world, and I'm just ready for the next stage. Let's use a CoverGirl powder. I'm using a few drugstore products right now, which is good. So this is the Vitalist Healthy Powder by CoverGirl. Do they still make this? I feel like CoverGirl always discontinues their face products, but I feel like most of them are usually good. Okay, I need some setting spray ASAP because I feel so dry. I'm going to use the Becca Skin Love Prime and Set Mist. But I feel like I said this in another video and then edited it out, but let's not do the whole like, oh Shannon, you're pregnant, you look fat, like you must be pregnant. No, I'm just chubby, okay? Like leave me alone. Like if I, you know everyone, like I just don't even know how to explain this to people because it's so like straightforward to me. I could be struggling, I may not struggle, I may struggle, I don't know, other people may be struggling, and maybe reading these comments, it's just inappropriate. Don't speculate, unless I like come out and I'm like, hey guys, I'm like heavily pregnant right now, then you may say things. But don't be that person that's like, oh yeah, I can tell you're so totally pregnant, like you look pregnant. No, don't say that, because next thing like I'm not, and it just makes you sad and it makes other people sad. Like let's just shut up. Do you know how many comments I've had in my YouTube career that says like, are you pregnant, you look pregnant? No, like why, who raised you? I just don't get it at all. Why can't I cover my nose? My nose will not it's like wiped off. Oh no, I'm just making it worse every time I like try to fix it. Okay, this is gonna be my last attempt. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm just gonna let that like dry and we'll just pop some bronzer over top of it soon. Anyways, so today I just feel like doing like a really soft maybe color look on my eyes, like romantic, Valentine's-y kind of inspired. I don't even know if I'm gonna get time to do a Valentine's Day inspired look this year. Valentine's Day is literally the day after my wedding, so we're gonna give that a skip this year, Hamish and I, because we'll be married and exhausted. Here we go, we've got a new brow pencil, even though I don't need much in them because they are tattooed. But this is that Brow Code brand, and I did a whole video trying out all of their waxing, brow lamination, tinting. It was terrifying. If you want to watch it, I'll link it below for you. It was quite entertaining, I guess, but it was, yeah, it was scary. This isn't taupe. Okay, we've got a spoolie. I'm just going to do small hair strokes, and then I'll use like a mascara. Because yeah, I don't really need a lot. And I don't want my eyebrows to look too heavy. I like the colour. I mean, I'm not exactly using it a lot, so I can't give a very good review, but first impression, like, it's fine. I'm just going to chuck on some brow tint by Australis. Do they still make this? I don't know. This is in the shade light brown. Oh, I should probably start packing my little makeup bag for my wedding day too. Comment down below and let me know, what is your plan or goal for this year? Like, do you have any goals? Like, this year's probably my biggest goal year I've ever had in my life. Because, you know, I feel like I'm moving into the next stage of my life of adulthood now. 28 at the moment, but I feel like my 20s have been, like, focused around just experiencing as much as I could, traveling as much as I could, just enjoying my freedom and enjoying not having children and not being tied down or anything. Me and Hamish did so many things together. And obviously COVID kind of forced that to stop, like the travel side. There's still so much of New Zealand I would love to see, but you know, like as far as international travel goes, it doesn't exist. So yeah, I'm just, and like I am just ready. Like I'm just over doing the same thing. Like I'm ready to give someone else experiences and like go through that journey, and I don't know, I'm just excited for it. Like I'm just so excited for it. Someone asked me as well in my questions, like, did I always know that I wanted kids? No, like I always was like unbothered until recently. Like I was always like, yeah, I think I want kids, but I was never like I never felt the urge to do it until way more recently, like in the last like year. I was, yeah, so unbothered. I was never that girl that grew up thinking like, oh, when I'm older I want kids, I want to get married. Like I never really even considered marriage properly until I was with Hamish, and like I was like, okay, I want to marry this person, and I don't even know what feeling that was. It was like I got older and there's just something different about Hamish, like he just made me feel that way, and I was like, cool, like I want to get married to him. And like then I was obsessed with that, so luckily that's happening. But yeah, no, kids were definitely not always like, oh my god, I want kids. Some people I feel like they're 15 and they're like, oh my god, yes, I want kids, like when I'm older. Like one of my childhood friends, like as soon as she left high school, she's like, boom, let's go, let's have like children. She's got like 3 now and they're old, and I'm like, not me, I couldn't do that. Alright, I'm going to use the dual paddle brush with this, what is it, Nobara Pink by Shiseido cream eyeshadow. Just as a primer, I'm going to pop that all over the eyelid. It's so funny with kids, like some people are like I said, they're like, yes, I want kids, right? And then some people are like me and they're just kind of like, like either way, whatever happens, happens. Not getting my heart set on it. Like, you know, if I have the feeling like, cool, like no, yes, I don't know. And then there's people that are just like straight up, like they are, you know, early 20s, they're just like, absolutely not, hell no. And never change their minds. It's so fascinating. But it's like so much more acceptable these days to wait and to like not have kids even. Like I feel like people are slowly becoming more accepting of that, because I feel like for so long people were like, you're not having kids, like what the fuck? Which I find weird. Like I've got family members that don't have kids and don't want kids and they're fine, like they're living their lives. I'm going to take a blender brush and I'm taking this palette today. This is the All That Pressed Powder palette by Colourpop. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take this really light pink, which is called Baby Girl, and I'm just going to pop that on top of where I put the base. This is going to be easy. If it was like the olden days and people were like, Shannon, oh my god, you're 16, like get married, and then when you're 18 you need to start thinking about pushing out your baby. Like, you know, back in the day, like that's what happened with like, you know, my family members going up the line. Hell no, like how? I couldn't think of anything worse. Like I know everyone's different. Some, like I said, some of my like childhood friends had kids like straight away like that, got married immediately, had kids immediately, and that was what worked for them. So I'm not throwing any shade, like heaps of you guys would be the same. Heaps of you guys watching probably did that. But for me personally, I'm just like, hell to the no. Like there was, I guess it's because when I was little I had a single mom. My mum had me when she was, what was she, just turned 18 I think. And I saw how much she struggled. Money, housing, everything. So for me, I guess I was just like, absolutely not. Like that's not what I want in my life. Like I wanted to like be successful. I wanted to have a home. I wanted to do all these things, which I was very fortunate to be able to do, even at quite a young age. But still I was like not ready. I was like, no, like I don't know. Like I feel like this kind of age now, I always thought 27 when I was younger. I was like, if I have a baby, I'll probably be like 27. Then I hit 27, I was like, yeah, nah, not yet. Whereas now I'm like 28, I turn 29 later this year. Like I feel like this is my sweet spot. That's if I can get pregnant straight away. Who knows? Do you love how I'm just like telling the internet this? Like this is very private stuff, but I feel like I've just been friends with you all for so long now. I'm like, I don't care anymore. We'll just chat about it. As long as people aren't rude, you know. Like I said before, don't be that person. I'm just going to take a small amount of Cha-Cha with a crease blender brush and just gonna give my eye a little bit more shape out the outer corner and crease. And I want to do a maroon eyeliner. Don't ask me why, I just do. So I'll take maybe Silhouette first, then I might darken it with Please Me. So I'm using an eye definer brush and I'm just going to use this to get that shape right. Once again, we're using Silhouette first. And I'm going to try on some new lashes. I'm testing Fixo Beauty. Quick question. What do you guys think about human hair eyelashes? Like all of mine at the moment are synthetic and vegan. Foaming and everything. What do you guys think about human hair? Because I've always used human hair eyelashes from other brands, but I've never brought them onto my brand. Like, do you guys like them? Do you not like them? Like, please tell me your thoughts. I would love to know. Like, actually, please comment. Please help me. Because I don't know if that's something you guys want. Oh my gosh, this coffee's gone straight to my head. I feel like I'm sweating. You know when, like, your mouth goes dry and you're like panicky and stuff? Like, that's how I'm feeling right now, and it's not fun. Okay, please me now. I'm just building it up slowly. I'm just going to see if I can mix together some of the P.O.BOX Basic Brights in Rude Boy Red with some purple, Vivid Violet, and just see if I can make a kind of maroony colour. Okay, I also mixed in some Ecstasy by P.O.BOX, which is like a dark indigo bluey kind of shade, and then I added way more red, and I feel like that guy on TikTok that matches colours to things. Like, I was like, oh god, I've kind of done it. So I feel like a genius basically. But anyways, so this is a winged liner brush now, and I'm going into now just going to sharpen up. Oh, that's cool. It's actually a little bit brighter, but in a good way. I probably could have added like a touch of black or something to it. I actually really like that. One of my eyeliners is zook that way, and then one's like up, but that's okay. I'm going to do mascara and lashes, so I'll just pop on some mascara. I'll be right back. I've got these little like individual section eyelashes I'm trying out, which is so cool, so I might give you a sneak peek and you guys can tell me your thoughts and let me know if it's something you'd be interested in for yourself. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing on my bottom lashes yet, but so the lashes come in sections, which make them so easy to put on, and also it means you can just chuck them on the outer corners if you want, or you can do like just 2, or you could do all 4. Look how easy they are to put on. Like, thoughts? These particular ones are like a shorter style, but real thick. See, like, you could just stop there, and it gives you that really flirty kind of outer corner. By the way, yes, I got mascara everywhere. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Honestly, these are stunning. Okay, one of those is low-key still drying, but I just added a little bit of black too, just like above. Kind of looks cool. The biggest struggle is making sure that they all line up when you're not wearing black eyeliner. I'm going in with my Revolution Eye Glisten in Adored by You, and I'm taking the shimmery side, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. And then I quite like my complexion without too much bronzer today. I've got that cream one on, which gave a little bit of shape. But it's quite subtle, so all I'm going to do is just highlight. I'm using a secret highlighter. I forgot to bronze my nose. Oh well. I'm just applying it on my brow bone too. Just put on more setting spray. I'm just going to let that soak in. And on the lips, I'm going to go in first with the Sienna by GRWM. I can tell I haven't worn makeup in a while. I can't line my lips without going crazy. That's kind of a terrible job, but something like that. And then the perfect color on top, I'm just going to dab a little bit of a lesion by XO Beauty. It looks like this, but what you do is you just take a little bit like that, and you just like massage it in, and watch how beautiful this looks. It smells like ice cream. Oh my god, it's so pretty! I just did something with this lip combo, and that'll dry kind of matte because I've only used a little bit. So it's got like a creamy finish. The less you use, the more matte it goes. Yeah, I'm just going to whip on a little bit of bronzer over my nose. Do I do a little bit more? I don't know. This is Parquet Princess by Tarte. Maybe I'll just do a tiny bit. I really don't want too much because I'm already pale on my body. And then I might just pop on a little bit of my Chit lip lights in Unicorn. Just over like the Cupid bow. Just like that. I think that looks so nice. Even with the purple I'm wearing, like, it doesn't match, but you know, it's got that pastel kind of vibe. So yeah, that's a little bit of chat. Kids, plans, how the house is going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will chat to you guys in my next one. Bye!